Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Girl Gone Crypto. I have a really exciting guest here with me today, Ty Daniel Smith of Coinbound, and he's here to talk with us about some marketing in the crypto space. So, Ty, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
So I think that most of us would probably say that there's a lot of bad marketing in the crypto space. And I mean, sure,
Okay,
there's
yeah.
definitely companies that are out there crushing it, but there's definitely a lot that could use a little bit of help, which is why I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of what you guys are doing at Coinbound. And so maybe just to start out, tell us a little bit about what Coinbound is and what it is that you guys are doing over there.
Sure. So we are a digital marketing agency. Our bread and butter is influencer marketing in the crypto space. So we work with all the top Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, basically every social media platform, influencers or content creators, I like to call them. We pair them up with top brands. We've worked with, all kinds of companies, exchanges, mobile apps, trading groups, really all kinds. Um, So we help them kind of grow organically that way, as well as we do social media management, we do search engine optimization, we do email marketing. We kind of do it all, but only for cryptocurrency companies.
And so, one thing I'm kind of curious about, since you work with so many different companies and with influencers, and you kind of have your hand in a lot of different buckets there, like what are some of the big mistakes that you see people making in terms of like their marketing strategy? Maybe it's just not even having a strategy. Maybe that's part of it. But like, what do you see out there that kind of would constitute as bad marketing?
You'd be surprised the number of people that don't value marketing.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, you definitely need you need a marketing strategy. I think a lot of people, especially in the crypto space, are sleeping on SEO. Because it's
Mm.
kind of one of those more technical, requires a lot of time and knowledge to do correctly kind of things, but it's really cost effective. It's just creating blog posts really, or creating some kind of content that draws organic visitors. So I think a lot of people are neglecting that. Um, Other common mistakes, not really properly utilizing Twitter. Everyone's on Twitter in crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, we just did a whole podcast episode on why every crypto brand needs Twitter. It's the lifeblood of the crypto community. Um, so yeah, I'd say that's another one. What else? I guess everyone needs to be creating content. I think people in the crypto space are very content focused, especially because you can advertise. If you have a crypto brand, you can advertise on YouTube and on LinkedIn and the standard traditional kind of formats. So you have to get creative and you have to draw attention to your brand in a more organic way, which is through creating content that provides value to the viewers.
Let's talk about organic reach for a second then. So, I mean, Twitter, you were just talking about Twitter as kind of a solid, really necessary thing for crypto brands. So, if a crypto brand, or even, I mean, I think this conversation could be relevant to other creators, crypto content creators
Yeah.
as well. If they're wanting to get more of that organic reach and they're wanting to be making content on Twitter, like what are some kind of important things to keep in mind when they're making that content? How can they really kill it on crypto Twitter? Because I think a lot of people, they throw up content and they're not really sure what they're doing or why. And so, yeah, basically, how do you think people can kill it on crypto Twitter?
Really on crypto Twitter, I would say so. Crypto Twitter is more than just a social media platform. It's really a community that everyone kind of, if they don't know each other, they know of each other. So I would make yourself as much part of that conversation as possible. And it's really easy. I mean, everyone on crypto Twitter, they're not standoffish or anything like that. They get a little feisty from time to time, but they're still a collaborative community. Um, so yeah, in terms of creators, I'm glad you brought that up because beyond just what we do for brands and stuff, actually our real focus is what we do for creators. We help creators make better content. So for example, someone who has pillar content, let's say it's a YouTube channel or something, we'll take a 10-minute video and break it down into 30-second sections. So it's postable on Twitter and on Instagram and things like that. So I would make sure you are well, so Twitter is somewhat of a volume game. It's a volume kind of at times the quality content.
Mm-hmm.
So post like a lot per day. I would say the most successful accounts are posting a lot, like 10 times per day. And research actually suggests that around 10 to 15 times is really effective. So I would do that. But to just create a bunch of tweets is kind of, I mean, you need the right tools to do it. So we use something called Social Pilot, which is a social management tool. So you can schedule posts and you can analyze the results of different posts you've done. But there's a ton of tools. Buffer is a good one. HubSpot does it. SEMrush, which is an SEO tool that also has a social media component, is a good one. All those make it possible to kind of just, so in our content, so we're a very content focused agency. So rather than someone sitting on their phone all day and then at the optimum time tweeting whatever it is, we just sit down, once a week or once a month and plan out all the evergreen content that we possibly can. Evergreen content is stuff that's always relevant. It isn't like relevant. It's not based on some current event. Right. So that way we always have a steady stream of stuff going out. And that's definitely something every content creator should do. And then mix in, relevant stuff that's current event related. I would start there. Use the right tools.
Yeah, so basically schedule out posts and come up with the good evergreen content so that you never have a lapse in content, and then sprinkle in, current event things as it comes up. And you listed tons of great tools, so hope you guys were listening, take some notes, check some of those out.
We have even a podcast episode and a blog post on it as well. We could link to it or something.
Yeah, perfect. I'll put a link to that below. And speaking of blog posts, I want to kind of circle back and talk about SEO a little bit, because that was the first thing that you mentioned. So, what could brands be doing? Why does it feel overwhelming to them, to this word SEO? Like, is it really that hard? Like, does it just cost a lot of money to get tools? Can they be doing this on their own? Like, if someone's feeling overwhelmed by it, where should they start with improving their SEO game?
So the first thing I would do is probably get Ahrefs, which is another tool that we use religiously. That is really helpful for keyword planning. So the key to SEO is, you could create tons of content that gets no traffic because it's not something that people are really searching for, or it's really competitive, the articles that are already ranking well on Google. So using a tool like Ahrefs lets you see what keywords people are searching and that aren't high competition, which means that you can rank on them fairly quickly. So I get a tool like that. That way you're working smarter, not harder. And then get a good writer who knows your industry really well, and who knows SEO well, who's able to structure blog posts in a way that Google's able to serve it as rich snippets instead of just plain text. I'd say that's a good place to start. And it's a learning process. Everything's a learning process. So Ahrefs is a great tool, but it's expensive. I think the starting plan is $180 a month. So, it isn't necessarily an affordable option for everyone, but I'm a huge SEO nerd. I think SEO is the most cost-effective way of marketing. It's long-term. You usually don't see results for a couple months. But when you do, it's free. It's whatever the cost of the writer writing the article, and then you get that traffic every month for basically ever, unless a better article is created or it's not relevant anymore.
And it seems like, it'd be easy to say like, oh, there's been so many crypto articles and things created already, but there really hasn't. Like, we're still so early.
There is so much opportunity. We rank like number 1 or number 2 for like everything that we target, because there's so much opportunity out there right now.
Wow. That's impressive. I've looked at Ahrefs and I haven't quite taken the plunge. I'm kind of using Google Keyword Planner right now, but I definitely have my eye on it.
So Google Keyword Planner is great for that, but you kind of have to know what you're looking for. Whereas Ahrefs, you can enter like just a phrase, and it'll give you ideas.
Okay, so let's say that a crypto company is in need of help with their marketing and they don't really know what to do, and they come to you and they're like, Coinbound, help us. Like, what kind of services and what sort of things do you offer that you can help crypto companies with?
Sure. So it would very much depend on who the client is and what their key performance indicator is going to be. But like I said, we do SEO, we do influencer marketing, we do content creation for SEO and for other purposes. I'm trying to think. We do a lot. I'm trying to think what else.
I know you guys do a lot. It really seems like it.
Yeah. So we do social media management as well. That's something actually I'm pretty proud of my team doing. That's more of something the rest of my team does as compared to me. But my partner TJ is great at social media management, and our most recent client, let's see, 5.71. whatever. We almost 6x their engagement in the first month that we worked with them, and they weren't doing poorly before. So that's something we do well. Yeah, I mean, we do it all basically.
That's awesome. And I want to talk about your podcast a little bit too, because I'm actually like a religious listener. I really
Are you?
enjoy your,
Okay.
I am, yeah. I think that
You're the one person?
I just think you guys have such fun conversations, and I love that everyone's got a little different perspective and you guys go back and forth on all these. So that's, if for those of you watching this, if you want a free resource to get some good marketing tips in the crypto space, definitely check out, it's called the Crypto Marketing Podcast, right?
Crypto Marketing Show, yeah. It's coinbound.io/podcast. We'll show you all the episodes.
So tell us a little bit about the podcast. Like, what inspired you to start it? How's it going so far? Because you guys just started it recently, right?
Yeah, it's been, I mean, I started it like months ago, but I wasn't taking it seriously or doing regular content. Now we do 5 episodes a week. So we try to make a very bingeable, actionable crypto marketing specific podcast. So every episode we focus on something very specific. For example, a recent one we did was why crypto companies need a blog. Then we went into the SEO reasons and how to do it and the tools to use. We did one on, is it okay to retweet yourself? Because that's something people commonly want to know. It's kind of like an etiquette thing. And we don't always disagree. It's me, TJ, and our social media coordinator, Kylie, who's on that. But we have fun talking about it. We try to keep it short so that you can watch a lot at once and feel like you're learning quickly, and it's not just us talking to each other. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, a big part of why we did it was to kind of fill in. So when you try teaching someone something, you realize the holes in your own knowledge. That's one of the main reasons I do it, because we try to educate, but at the same time we don't know everything. So when a question comes up, and we don't know the answer, I look it up, and that makes me a better marketer, and it makes the rest of my team a better marketer. So it's kind of we're trying to provide value while getting value ourselves.
Oh, that's awesome. I love the format of like actionable, topic specific. So
yeah.
If you're curious about something, like actually I just listened to your should you retweet yourself, because I've wondered that, and I'm like, I don't know, is that good, is it bad? So it's kind of fun to
I do it. I retweet myself, but that's because I'm a marketer. So if people find me annoying, that's kind of my job, as long as you saw it. But yeah, the rest of the team, I think they were okay with it as well. Yeah.
Well, Ty, thanks so much for jumping on and sharing some of your knowledge on SEO and crypto Twitter and marketing. So where can people find you? Where's the best place for them to connect with you online?
So the best place is probably Twitter. It's just at Ty Daniel Smith. I'm also on Instagram. It's Ty D Smith _ I think. LinkedIn, all the tops. And
then to connect with Coinbound, would they just go to coinbound.io?
Yeah, coinbound.io is our website. On Twitter, we're coinbound_io. On Instagram, we're just Coinbound. And on TikTok, we're Coinbound.
Oh, we didn't even talk about TikTok. We'll have to do that another day.
Yeah, listen to the podcast episode on it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode here with Ty. As always, I love hearing from you in the comment section below. All right. Thanks so much, Ty.
Thank you.